Troy Sage.
I'm Andrew Smith, and
that was my eardrum for you, brother.
I liked it. I liked it. You had your little like bracelet things kind of clanging away.
It was a tambourine.
I'm short on my short sale.
It's a double short.
It's a double short. Here's what we mean by that. Situations do happen. I've got one going on right now where you've been negotiating a sale and you actually get an approval letter. And the approval letter is stating how much money is to be paid to each lien holder and all of the costs that will be paid. And you put all of those onto a settlement statement and it just don't add up.
So what do you do, man?
What do you do?
I quit.
I'm done. We're out. We're finished.
Tell the homeowner we're sorry they're going to foreclose.
Exactly. No, seriously, what you actually do is you can can go back to the bank.
Did you do?
I said, what you do. You're right. You know what? That'll do. What was I saying?
What you do is...
What you do is contact the negotiator. Go back to the bank. You all right?
Some of these short sales are doo-doo anyway.
Yeah, they are. They are. You want to go back to the negotiator and find out why. In a particular instance, you may have a payoff statement that was ordered on a loan that's being paid off in full. There could be 2 loans on the property and only the second one is short, for instance. But as the time drags on the, I just said on again, I've got the thing with double words today.
Wow.
As time drags on, the amount owing on that first could increase, which needs to be captured in the approval of the second. So just because you end up with a situation where there is a shortage, that does not mean the buyer's got to kick in or the seller's got to put money in or something like that. It could have, one, just been an honest mistake,
yep,
or it could be something that just needs to be readdressed with the bank. So the first step is always to go back to the negotiator.
Yeah, correct. And if the negotiator comes back and says the investor simply isn't going to budge on that, then we have to start negotiating on how we can do this. Can the seller bring money to the table? Are they going to allow that to happen? Depends. If it's a first if it's a second that's being shorted, then does the first okay that? Is it a situation where maybe they're still current on their second, or maybe they're 30 days late on their second, they just need to make up the last payment?
Right.
Making a payment on a second mortgage is not a penalty. It's not pulling money out and hiding anything from the first. So if you have a second loan or a third loan and you just miss one payment, and basically you got to bring, I don't know, let's say a figure of $1,000 to the table. It's basically bringing your loan current. That is not in the HUD. That does not have to be in the HUD. That is not like a separate payoff. Or possibly it's a situation where if the first says that the seller cannot bring any money to the table, let's say it's a $5,000 difference for your example, towards the second, and they say that the seller cannot bring $5,000 to the table, absolutely not, because they want a part of it, then at that point in time you do have to go to the buyer to say, listen, we're in a situation right now where the bank won't budge on this. Are you willing to pitch in another $5,000 at close investment to pay off that second?
Exactly. The bottom line is just because the numbers don't add up, which sometimes happens, doesn't mean the deal is dead or it's an insurmountable problem. You just need to attack it in a logical order. So first and foremost, go back to the bank. They may not have counted some past due taxes. There could be some interest that was on one of the loans that was not counted for. They could have had a date wrong, an estimated settlement date wrong. Number of different issues. If they're not willing to move and they're not willing to do anything else, then get creative. Get creative between the agent, get creative with the buyer, find out what the options are, whether the seller can participate, buyer participate, in whatever way, shape, and form to get that deal done.
Yeah, in that gray area, there's a lot of room for negotiation. In the current market now, we're not seeing so much of that happen. Usually it's an honest mistake that the first banker, the first lien holder has made.
Exactly.
We are human.
Exactly.
We do, and we absolutely press the wrong button on the keyboard sometimes.
So if you've got a situation, something similar, you're unsure on what to do, come and find us on the web. We'd be happy to help you out. www.s2neg.com.
Have a great day.